evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone ranked play. I'm going to keep it simple because I'm in Columbus, Ohio right now. I don't have too much time, but I figured I've got a spare moment so I can make a video climbing the Season 4 ranked ladder a little bit. I think, made one such video so far, and I will comment that I always play in ranked mode, even when I'm testing out decks, because I always want to accumulate wins for the classes. You know, getting closer and closer to that 500 mark that's needed to unlock the golden portrait that I'm probably going to unlock, you know, just in time for my senior retirement. But anyway, for that reason, I do want to make sure that I, you know, always get the, whatever, wins going. And the reason I'm mentioning this is just so that you can understand why in between videos, my star rating is not going to be exactly as I left it in the previous video. So when I do like a deck spotlight or whatever, it's gonna change. Anyway, one question here is, do you coin into the Armor Smith? That will allow you to play the Cruel Taskmaster the following turn, make this a 3/4 attack. The obvious problem is if you have the Shadow Word Pain, this will die and I will waste my coin and have nothing to do next turn besides armor up. But I am going to go for it. I mean, if this gets Shadow Word Pain, it's not the end of the world, and I think if he doesn't have Shadow Word Pain right now, he's not going to have any answer to this. I can actually opt not to use the Cruel Taskmaster on it and save it for later. This is a priest deck, so likely to be a little bit controlling. I might want a Cruel Taskmaster execute or something. Anyway, that's not going to happen. We are indeed going to Cruel Taskmaster this puppy and kill the Northshire Cleric. Excuse me, this is not a 3/4, it's a 3/2 because it does take the damage from the Taskmaster. So it'll die to a Holy Smite now, but I think that was a worthy trade for a Northshire Cleric. Holy Smite plus a Northshire Cleric for Armor Smith, I will take any day. And indeed, it looks like he's got the Holy Smite to finish that off. That's fine. So we got some armor going here. We'll get some more with Shield Block. I'm a big believer that you should play your Shield Block. I see in Force's videos, he will armor up here to maximize how much armor he's getting, but I think getting the next card in the deck is quite valuable, especially since I have nothing to do next turn. Having mulligan my Sen'jin Shieldmaster from the opening hand, a decision I now sorely regret. So Battle Rage is not usable, unfortunately. I've got all this armor. You know, that's actually the problem with this deck, isn't it? If you actually get off to a start and your opponent's not a blazing fast aggro deck, Battle Rage, it just ain't never gonna happen, really. It just ain't never gonna happen because you're not gonna be damaged, so it's just hard to pull it off. Well, we'll play our Sen'jin, which we redrew. Of course, you might say, Boris, why not Shield Slam the Sen'jin? And that's a pretty fair decision because now my opponent has the option, if he wishes, to attack into my Sen'jin, heal his, going back up to 3/4, which is awkward to deal with, to say the least, especially if he can finish this off with a Holy Nova or a Holy Smite, number 2. Well, he doesn't have Shadow Word Pain. Does he have a Holy Nova? That would be a pretty good card. He does not have a Holy Nova, but he has the Farseer to heal this back up, which is also very solid. And I am left without a good time to Battle Rage, or without a good Kodo. Yeah. Okay. So I could Cleave, which would allow me to trade basically off the board, but I also lose the Cleave. Is that worth it? I think to preserve the Shield Slam, that is in fact worth it. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to Cleave here. I think this game is actually making me realize that Battle Rage is a poor choice. Poor choice in this deck. Really, I'd rather have just about any other card right now, because again, if I'm playing against Control, I'm likely to end up with armor. And when you yourself are not damaged, Battle Rage, well, it's not that great. And this deck is weak against Control, so I'd rather swap this card out for something else that's a little bit just more eminently playable. So my opponent decides to continue playing things that do not die to Stampeding Kodo. He makes a Chillwind Yeti out of this. Please, Nat Pagle, give me a card. He gives me a card. Oh, yes. Now, here's a tough question. Do you execute or do you Shield Slam the Injured Blade Master? It's a very interesting question. Also, another question is, do you play the Stampeding Kodo? Oh boy, I will elect to execute because I'm pretty sure that I have so much armor and it's not going to change anytime soon that the Shield Slam, just because it deals more damage and because it does not require the target to be damaged to activate, should kill just about anything. And that's going to be my deciding factor. Now, I chose not to play the Stampeding Kodo. We'll see if that haunts me. My opponent's going to burn this. Does he have like a Voodoo Doctor to burn this some more? Oh, he's burning my face. Circle of Healing. Alright, so Circle of Healing to kill off Nat Pagle, but Nat Pagle gave me my card, so I'm okay with that. This gets Power Word shielded so it doesn't die to Whirlwind. Very smart, very smart. All right, well, I am going to think about this now. Do I Whirlwind? I think so. We're going to go ahead here. Whirlwind to get a card. I doubt Whirlwind's going to see any use later on, so I want to get the card right now. All right. I could Battle Rage for a card. Or again, I could Shield Slam, but man, Shield Slamming this seems weak. I think a Priest is probably going to have more stuff than just that. Bollocks. If I Shield Slam, I'm going to Shield Slam it. This sucks because I'm out of answers now. If he plays something huge like Ragnaros, I might regret it. But I feel like I had to do that because otherwise he was going to get too much favorable stuff going on. And I am ahead on cards here. He's only got 4 cards to my 5. So I could be okay. I go up another card if he plays another Northshire Cleric or something to kill with the Kodo. And now he plays an Azure Drake, which is actually not too big of a deal. Grommash is probably going to die to Shadow Word Death. And that's unfortunate because he's one of only 2 endgame cards that I have in this deck. But on the flip side, get to kill off his Drake. Now the Pyromancer is interesting. I could play Pyromancer Battle Rage. Unfortunately, the Battle Rage will draw me just a single card. The Pyromancer will then trigger, giving me 3 armor and another card off the Acolyte. This will be at 3 health. It sucks. Problem is at 3 health, still I cannot kill it with my team unless I hope to, in 3 draws, get into some kind of answer for this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I don't know if this is the right move, but it's the move I'm going to make because I am getting 3 cards here. 1 for the Battle Rage, 1 for the Pyromancer pounding the Acolyte, and then another for the Acolyte running into the Azure Drake. So it's 3 full cards out of it. And indeed, I got an answer to this. It doesn't matter how I do it, so I should do it like this because this gives me an extra armor. And I'm not going to play the other Pyromancer. I don't want it to be vulnerable to Holy Nova. I want to save it so that in case I need it, I can play it in the same turn as something else. Okay, that was interesting. So I've got 16 armor, Shield Slam, that'll kill an Asera at this point. Hopefully he'll play another Northshire Cleric or something for me to kill with Stampeding Kodo. Grommash is here to kill something if needed. Baron Geddon, so we got whatever, I don't know what this is, but it will clear my board quite tragically. Is that worth using Shield Slam on? Well, I mean, Grommash is just really not what you want to use at that moment. Let's go ahead and kill that off with Shield Slam. And I'm just going to play Grommash plain. It's risky. It's risky because he could mind control it. But at least if he mind controls it, well, actually, it's if he mind controls it. I should not have played this, because if he mind controls it, I'm in really bad shape. Do priests nowadays use mind control? I know my girlfriend uses mind control in her priest deck. Okay, guess he doesn't have a mind control. This is such a good mind control target here because it charges, you can attack with it right away, and it's hard to kill for the warrior who has used both of his Shield Slams. Alright, so he heals us up, draws a card, bit of a misplay playing the Sen'jin first. Should have really drawn the card first, then played the Sen'jin. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. He's got a Circle of Healing, which is going to cycle because it heals us back up to full, and then it gives him a card. So that was a smart move to do that. Alright, I don't have any spells to trigger the Acolyte with and the Pyromancer, so what I will do is just play the Stampeding Kodo, keep it simple, keep it safe. Play the Fiery War Axe. Not my ideal answer to that, but it'll do, pig, it'll do. And the question is, do you play the Acolyte of Pain here? The answer is no, because as soon as I draw any other spell, I can drop both of these, which are relatively cheap. It's only half my mana and the spell, and then I'll get a card, and I think it's worth doing that, as opposed to just putting down a 1/3. Now this guy will die to Shadow Word Death, or perhaps Mind Control, but if he had Mind Control, he should have played it last turn. No Mind Control. He could still have Shadow Word Death, he's just drawing a card first, as is the correct way to go about things. Now, priests obviously are going to have Shadow Word Death. He's actually drawn a whole lot of his deck. We both have, really. This might go to fatigue at this rate. In which case I have the advantage of all this life gain. Oh, he does not have Shadow Word Death. That is quite interesting indeed. He will double two for 1 to kill it. And I'm left with the Stampeding Kodo here. Very good, very good, very good. He's looking, well, dare I say, very good. Now, I'm kind of boggled that he did not have, what's his face? A, Shadow Word Death, but so be it. I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to play this stuff without a spell, And honestly, at this point, I'm just as happy to let this go to fatigue than I am to put my creatures out and risk them dying. So he's going to Thought Steal, which is extremely strong under these circumstances. Not only do I still have some good cards here, like Cairn, which would be tragic, which he actually did steal. FML, that's terrible. But also, it doesn't take cards out of his deck, so it doesn't help me in the fatigue battle. Okay, so this is a little bit awkward. What we have to do is the following. I'm going to run in like so. Execute to kill it, I think. It dies. Pyromancer fires. Acolyte draws a card. The card is Frothing Berserker. Well, I can't really play that right now because it'll just die to the Cairn, who maddeningly is 4 health and the Kodo only hits 4/3. So I'll put the other War Axe into my hand. Can't attack with it because I already have attacked. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have used the Kodo. Oh, I messed up. I should have used the Kodo to damage it the first time, losing the Kodo. Then execute. And then I could have... Nope, still would have been the same problem because these only deal 3 damage apiece. So we'll just hit him in the face like so. Armor up. Pass the turn. Oh, God, that was a good Thought Steal. That was a good Thought Steal, and I'm unfortunately now, because of this Acolyte, I'm actually going to run through my deck pretty fast. I could be in a lot of trouble here. Does he have a Holy Nova? He has a Holy Nova. Well, at least I get a card out of the deal for this Acolyte. Man, this shield block's a problem. I'm getting perilously low on cards. This Cairn here was a serious issue. If I lose the game, it'll be because of that. And, yeah, I don't have a particularly easy way, having used both Executes, I believe, and, my... What's his face? Shield Slams. Okay, so we're going to play the Frothing Berserker. We're going to think. Yeah, I think I need to slam this, actually. And I know I'm drawing lots of cards. I just have to hope I get my own Cairn at some point and, you know, can actually use them. Alright, so we kill that off. Up. Pass the turn. So, 4/4, a little bit tricky to deal with. Can't be Shadow Worded. Cannot be killed by this 3/3 without some assistance. He's probably got another Auchenai Soul Priest. I'm a lot of cards ahead of him here, which is a problem because it means now if we get into a fatigue war, with me being 5 cards ahead, I might actually not win even with this advantage of health that I have. In fact, I definitely would lose. 5 cards is a really big deal. So perhaps I shouldn't have been drawing cards. Perhaps I should have played the Senjin to block up the board and hide the Frothing Berserker. But I know he's got both Shadow Word Pains. Slam was the other card that he stole, which is actually okay. It does mean my Berserker is going to die, but at least he draws 1 card, so now I'm only 4 cards. He's actually going to keep the Frothing Berserker, his Earthring Farseer. But I think perhaps he realizes at this point that card advantage doesn't matter. I'm actually running out of cards. I only have 5 cards total to win with. Well, let's see what he can do. Now, I could make a tech play here, I could slam my own Senjin, but I actually would rather use slam in a lethal way now, so I don't draw any more cards. I'm already 4 cards ahead, so I will lose if we get into a fatigue battle, but if I can keep some creatures alive, I will win the fatigue battle. Unfortunately, he has a Shadow Word Pain still. He's not used a single one all game, so he could just kill this. I could have slammed so that the Berserker would be at a 4/4, but he's also got, what is it, a Holy Fire #2 if he's running with 2 of them. He plays nothing, which is very, very, very interesting. It might mean that he has a Mind Control. But if he has a Mind Control, why wouldn't he have just stolen this, knowing all he has to do is delay, 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 and he'll win? Well, let's play my own Cairn and pound him back for, well, do I want to slam Cairn to draw the last card? I definitely do not. So, if these creatures are allowed to live, I could kill him perhaps before I die of fatigue. What does he have that he's unable to kill this? Well, maybe he has another Auchenai Soul Priest. Soul Priest, Circle of Healing combo, or he's hoping to get it. That would clear me out. Yeah, because Soul Priest, burn, Circle of Healing, everything's dead except for Cairn. Or I guess he could burn this, and then the second duration of Cairn will come back. Okay, looks like he does have Mind Control. No, he has a Holy Fire, so no Mind Control here, but the healing is unfortunate. Luckily, though, I mean, I still do have the second iteration. So I don't know what exactly he has. This might be like a combo priest deck, and he's got, I don't know, freaking... He could have like inner fire combos that he's unable to pull off or something. Question is, do you play this? The answer is, I think you have to. I think the number of things that he could have is not that big of a deal. I mean, what wouldn't he have played when this was on the field? that will like really horribly screw me over now that this is on the field. Mind control tech? I doubt it. I doubt he has a mind control tech. That seems very bizarre. So at this point, it's a bit too late for mind control, I think. Wild Pyromancer. Okay, so he might have been saving up for a Wild Pyromancer board clear. Mind Blast? Alright. I have to assume my whole board is going to die. And if that is the case, then I will probably lose to Fatigue. Okay, he just now needs one more spell. And he can clear my board. Does he have his last spell? Circle of Healing won't work because it'll heal my guys first. He needs a Power Word Shield and he wins the game, probably. Power Word Shield. He does not have a Power Word Shield, so I am now... This is it. This is all I got. So we slam the Pyromancer. Obviously that needs to die. Armor up to ward off Fatigue. Get him down to 10. If he clears my creatures, which he's very likely to, I believe, die of Fatigue before he dies of Fatigue. I believe, but it's tough to say. It's tough to say. So here's the Soul Priest. Now if he has a Circle of Healing, he can actually kill both of my creatures. He's not gonna play Circle of Healing, though he's burns one. Does he have a kill for the other one? Earthen Ring Farseer? Perhaps. He does not have it, which is a big deal. That does mean that I get to hit him for 3 damage. And I don't know. He is gonna pound me for, well, 2 cards left. It's close. I'm not gonna deal any more damage to him. He can pound me for 2 damage a turn. The issue is he can't heal himself, so once he gets into Fatigue, he will die. I'm gonna start taking rapid damage though. Very rapid. I honestly haven't done the math. I don't know. He's been holding on to a bunch of cards. I don't know exactly what it is that he's holding on to. I probably should not have played the Argent Commander when I did. I probably should have realized he had another Pyromancer. And so keeping it in my hand might have let it live longer. He burns out his own Soul Priest, which is very smart. He Thought Steals, which does nothing because my deck is empty. And I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm quite a bunch of cards ahead. He actually draws his last card with the Drake, which is worth it, I think. So I'm going to take very rapid damage. So I'm taking 5 damage next turn, then 6, then 7, and I'm taking 4 extra damage every turn. So I haven't done the math. Let's see. He's going to go up to 8, down to 6, up to 8, down to 5, up to 7. He is going to win this game, unfortunately. Especially with the extra 3 damage from this Pyromancer, he will win. Well, we got our money's worth here. This is going to be a loss, but it's a very instructive one. Most certainly I could have won this game if I'd played differently somewhere, somehow. I could have held on to the Argent Commander longer. I could have maybe hit him with the Fiery War Axe at some point. I could have drawn 1 fewer card at some point. Probably if I'd drawn 1 fewer card off of a slam, for example, at some point, I might have been able to win. And yes, we will now go ahead and say well played and concede, because at this point am I definitely losing? I think I'm definitely losing. All right, just in case I'm just really mind dead. Yeah, I'm losing because he only goes to 5, hits me for 7, and I will lose the Fatigue on my turn. Okay, well, it's a good game. We'll do, I guess, 1 or 2 more. I don't know how long that was. That felt very long. We'll do 1 or 2 more in this video. 3 games is a goodly number of games. I'm just trying to decide if that 1 game was so long that I should only do 2 games. Whatever. We'll do 3 games. Keep it consistent. If they happen to be long games, well, then you'll just get your value for the entertainment dollar. Okay. You know what? Him Thought Stealing Karen was unfortunate, but you really can't you can't hold it too much against the bad luck there. Sure, if he hadn't gotten Karen, I might have won, but he would have gotten something else anyway, and I could have made plays differently there. Starting with a turn 1 coined Armor Smith, although that worked out because it killed a Northshire Cleric. Had I played my Kodo earlier, I might have gotten a few extra points of damage through. It might have made all the difference. So I will play the Pyromancer. Now, Papa Boris, why are you playing a Pyromancer? It's such a valuable card. Well, I want to actually start getting damage through on this mage and be able to play the Fiery War Axe to kill whatever creature she has. Aggro Mage seems to be trending lately, and so I'm happy to do it. Okay, well, it seems as though perhaps I guessed incorrectly. Maybe this is a Freeze Mage. She's got a very slow start. Napegel, though, is a pretty good continuation, so I'm happy to be able to get 3 damage through. and play Nat Pagle, but yes, maybe I should have saved my coin and the Pyromancer in my hand for later on. Alright, so down goes the Pyromancer. I'm a card down for this. Nat does not assist me. Acolyte. So I'm a card down, and qualitatively I'm missing a Pyromancer. This is, if she does nothing here, this is almost definitely a Freeze Mage deck, which is a problem because you really want to get damage through on those. And if you are slow getting damage on, you could be in trouble. The good news is, though, that Freeze Mages rely heavily on Alexstrasza, and Alexstrasza ignores armor. So I will get to keep all of my armor, basically, once I get Alexstrasza, which reduces the impact. Now, what I'd like to play here is Ascension. Unfortunately, it is not to be. We'll hit her in the face with the Acolyte, and we'll play another Acolyte. Don't have Shield Block for the Shield Slam combo, but I'm not really that bothered by it. There is plenty of time to build up our armor. I'm considering whether it would be worth it to play the Kodo next turn after she does nothing again. Don't know if that's worth it. With just these two Acolytes, there's really not much going on. I really wish I had not played the Pyromancer on turn 2. I should have just, or turn 1 with the coin. I should have at least just waited and played it on turn 2. Alright. She will draw some cards. Okay, this is definitely Freeze Mage or some kind of Homebrew Mage control, which I don't know. I think is probably favored to win against me. Well, we will rock you and hit her in the face with Fiery War X. Because I have another Fiery War X, A, and because I'm unlikely to have many targets for this, B. Especially with the Cleave. And this Cleave's probably dead. It's unlikely she's ever going to have 2 minions out. So this is definitely a Freeze Mage. It's kind of unfortunate how little damage I've been able to do. I can save Grommash for later and hope to get a combo with him. Like him plus, say, some kind of a Whirlwind. Alright, Cone of Cold is a ballsy play here because it does give me 2 cards. Interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Just going to play a Mirror Image, which makes sense. Now the Mana Worm does not die to my Stampeding Kodo, rather tragically. Alright, well, let's take a look. So, wow, lots of stuff going on here. Lots of stuff. Kodo will kill one of the Mirror Images. What I really want to do is kill the Mana Worm. Unfortunately, if I Kodo and I can only Fiery War Axe the other Mirror Image, it's no good. I could Whirlwind, which draws me 2 cards off these Acolytes, but does not particularly help me kill the Mana Worm. Of course, I could Shield Slam it, but I have a feeling she's probably going to have more stuff. I think what we want to do is just Cleave. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Cleave to see what this hits first. Hopefully the Apprentice gets hit. It doesn't. But this changes things because now I can Whirlwind to finish off the Mana Worm. And Cruel Taskmaster to finish off the Sorcerer's Apprentice. So the question is, do I actually want to draw these cards? I can also slam this and not get a card. And this is a complex turn. So I'll go to 10, down to 9. Then if Nat Pagle hits, I'm actually going to end up... Shoot. Well, we'll try this out. I could actually end up, as a result of this, losing a card if Nat Pagle draws me something. Oh no, I miscounted. I'm at 8 now, so yes, I'm fine. And we'll go ahead and just kill that Mirror Image. Okay, don't know if I made the right choice, but I am awash with cards. I have 8. Right, 8 is the perfect number here. So I'm not going to burn out. Plus Nat Pagle died to Whirlwind, so I don't know what I was talking about. There's no way I'm going to burn cards here unless she's playing Cold Light Oracles. Right, we got the Arcanist who can die to Shield Block, Shield Slam, unless of course this is a counterspell. Or a Spellbender. Well, let's go ahead and find out if this is a Vaporize. Let's use my Cruel Taskmaster for that purpose. Okay, it's one of those. It is an Ice Barrier, which I'm totally okay with. So definitely Freeze Mage here. 100%. That is a fact. We want to save up our armor. So let's Shield Block for a card. Shield Slam to kill this before it becomes dangerous. And think. I could play the Armor Smith everything, then dies to Flame Strike. That seems silly. Let's go ahead and do this instead. She's all of a sudden started playing minions, so I'll hang on to the Fiery War Axe for now and decide if I want to go at her face later on. I don't think she's going to run any oozes here, so I should be pretty safe. Baron Geddon, what? 2 times now Baron Geddon has shown up. Well, luckily I've got 2 cards coming in. And I'm not quite going to burn any cards yet. Close, but no cigarette. Would have gotten a whole bunch of armor had I played the Armorsmith, so that's something to think about. Well, what we'll do here is think. I've got exactly 10 cards, so I don't particularly want to draw more cards at the moment. Shield Slam does kill this guy. I mean, that's what this is for. So let's just go ahead and Shield Slam that. Karen just eats a Polymorph. What's the point of that? Well, might as well do it. So she'll have to Polymorph that thing. I don't have anything that would tease out the Polymorph except for the Grommash, and all things considered, I'd rather have this than this guy. Alright, so there's the Polymorph. There's nothing else that could have teased it out, so I might as well just throw it out there. I don't think there's any way that I can really bait out the Flame Strike either, unfortunately. She's going to draw more cards. I'm down to 9 cards. Man, I've done a really good job drawing cards and a very bad job killing her face. Alright, so Frothing Berserker, this is interesting, because this should be killed at any cost. So what I'm going to do here, I don't know if this is the right move, but I'm going to play the Argent Commander, hit her in the face. Hit her in the face with shield, with my axe. At this point, almost at the point where the Grommash plus Slam combo, or Grommash plus, if I draw my other Cruel Taskmaster combo, will be 12 damage and will kill her. Barring, of course, any Ice Blocks, which this mage is almost certainly playing with. Although has not had time to play yet because I've got too many cards. Okay, so the Frostbolt will kill the Berserker. We have to decide how to deal with this Drake. I can either kill it, ignore it, or... Well, I can either kill it or ignore it. I could kill it with my dude and grow my Berserker up. I could even play Grommash. Let's see. Grommash? Wait a minute. Grommash plus Slam is 10 damage. I have the kill here. Let's just kill her, huh? That seems like the best move, because she never did find the time to play the, what's-his-face, Ice Block. That I presume she had, but just could not play because I was laying down too many threats. She never had 3 mana to spare. So we beat Inbarg before she can do any Alexstrasza-ing, Ice Blocking, or anything else. And look at that! We get 10 gold. Isn't that exciting? So if you haven't seen it, if you missed it, very exciting news recently on Reddit the other day. I saw Blizzard finally released the pricing information for Naxxramas, the expansion coming out for Hearthstone. And, of course, they have not said when it's going to be released, but that's just Blizzard for you. So it's going to be free for the first wing. There are 5 wings. The first wing is free so long as you log in and play during the launch event, which lasts a month. If you don't get in on that first month, then it is going to cost the same as the other wings, which is to say either $6.99 or 700 gold. There's also a bundle option. You can purchase all 4 wings, other than the first one, which you will presumably get for free, for 20 bucks. And it's actually a pretty well-designed pricing model. So 700 gold per wing, gold-wise, it's actually worse than purchasing packs at the store. Like, that gold will get you more packs worth of value. Let me start that sentence over. Basically, the money that it costs to purchase all 4 wings gives you... Oh, geez, this is actually a really difficult concept to articulate. Boris, what are you trying to say? Basically, long story short, if you go on Reddit, you can read about it. It is better to buy the expansion with money and spend your gold on packs than it is to buy the expansion with gold and spend your money on packs, is what I'm trying to say. So Blizzard did a pretty clever job with this. They made it so that it's extremely appealing to use real money, and actually people seem pretty happy about it. I mean, people are pretty happy to spend 20 bucks supporting the game and then use the gold that they saved up to buy packs instead. I, of course, will be spending just gold to buy stuff, because why not? I have got a bunch of it. There's really no reason for me to drop the money, although I would have actually paid money if there was anything to use gold on. Right, so here's Deadly Poison, and I assume something else. Fan of Knives. Okay, so Fan of Knives lets her kill her choice of target. I presume she will kill Mr. Pagel with that Deadly Poison. Yes, to stop me from drawing cards. See, here again, Battle Rage is a problem. It only cycles for a single card. I am not happy about this. I'm not happy about it at all. So, Balbors, why are you using the Cruel Taskmaster to, I mean, basically get extra damage on when you could instead have saved this to use with Cruel Taskmaster later? Well, I'm judging that the armor is going to be valuable to me. And hopefully next turn maybe I can do Whirlwind Battle Rage and get 3 cards. Well, actually, the odds of that are 0. She will kill something with this Wicked Knife. Right, she is going to actually make a slight mistake. She's backstabbing this first, giving me an extra point of armor. She should have killed this first to minimize how much armor I'm getting. Ah, no, she was using a combo. I see. That means this Armor Smith is going to live, which is interesting. I can't complain too much about that. Alright, we'll drop Sen'jin, which is a pretty good top deck, and swing. And I am unfortunately going to be resolved to removing Battle Rage from my deck between Slam, Shield Block, Acolyte, and Pyromancer. I have enough card draw, and this thing is just bad. So this is the weak spot of my deck at the moment. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Does she have a backstab or preparation to do anything? Because right now I've got a really good board. I can... Oh, good. So this is actually pretty good. Now what I can do here, quite simply, is play the Commander, also known as the Argent Drake Slayer. We'll do this. We'll bemoan the fact that I forgot to play around Betrayal. I should have really kept the Armor Smith first, or in the middle. But now my opponent is actually able to kill the Argent Commander with Betrayal, which is potentially a big problem. Lots of stuff a rogue here could do with 7 cards is a problem. Farseer is not that scary. Does she have another SI agent? She of course does, so she can clear most of my board, but I am getting armor for this, as you can see, pretty steadfast. And unfortunately, what I'm not getting is any opportunity to play Battle Rage. She chooses not to kill the Argent Commander with the dagger. Man, I feel like I've just like... I feel as though I've... My what is it? Like, MMR, my internal rating must have, like, dropped something horrific, because I just am playing against bad opponents lately. Well, I can Whirlwind and Battle Rage for 2 cards, and 2 more armor. And then I can actually use the Fire War Axe to kill one of these, and the Argent Commander to kill the other. Is that worth doing? I'm never going to get to use this Battle Rage, so we're going to do it. So here's the Whirlwind, for 2 armor, and now 2 cards. This Argent Commander should really be dead. That point must be stressed. I can Fiery War Axe and I can't play the Sen'jin, so what's more important to me, playing a Sen'jin or playing the Fiery War Axe? Sen'jin or Fiery War Axe, Sen'jin or Fiery War Axe? I'm going to go ahead and play the Sen'jin. Don't know if it's the correct move, but it's the move I'm going to make. I'm going to go ahead and kill the SI agent in case of Shadow Steps. That's the card I do not want getting picked back up. We'll tickle her, unfortunately not quite enough to kill the Farseer, although I would have killed it if I could have. So I've got the Fiery War Axe execute combo to kill anything big if you drop something big, though I have a feeling she's not going to. Yes, here comes the Auctioneer. Shenanigans. I can only presume we're going to see now Preparation and Conceal. Okay, well, there's Preparation. She can play something else first, like Fan of Knives. Eviscerate is also pretty good. Definitely a combo deck. Now, what's weird is I'm somewhat preserved against these combo decks just because I have a lot of life gain. As you can see, I've got plenty of health. Interestingly, she did not get her Conceal, unless she has another Preparation right now, which is totally possible. No, no Preparation, thank the heavens. Okay, so we're going to kill this Auctioneer mercifully. It's not the greatest way there is of killing it, must be said. Do I execute this Farseer is the ultimate question of Ultimate Destiny. Oh gosh. No, I don't think so. I think there are things I might want to use the execute on, such as if she plays her other Auctioneer. She's drawn most of her deck. I've got a decent amount of health here, but I'm running low on cards. No thanks to Battle Rage. Battle Rage, such a bad card. Such a bad card. Blood Mage Thalnos, okay, that'll die to Stampeding Coda, which is good. Shoot for 2 damage in a card is not really that big of a deal, so she's just... She might actually lose to Fatigue. I have won more than 1 game just by fatiguing out these rogues and having them run out of cards when I'm at too high of a health for them to kill me. Eviscerate, so she's starting to burn my face, which, well, I don't know. I mean, it could be very bad. If she has the Leroy Shadow Step combo, I mean, I'm getting a little bit close to the point where that can actually kill me in one fell swoop. That might be why she was saving the Wicked Knife, is so that she could hang on to it for Blade Flurry, now that I think about it. She might want this to make sure that it's on hand for Blade Flurries. And 10 cards, well, we're still some distance away from the Fatigue. Alright, Cruel Taskmaster is a really good top deck, because what this allows me to do is kill off the Farseer and keep my axe. And also armor up. I mean, you really can't complain about that turn. Yeah, and these combo decks with the rogues, they usually do have a Blade Flurry from removal and extra face damage. So 36 health. I'm not getting anywhere with her. I'm very low on health myself. Or sorry, low on cards. she can probably clear this stuff out pretty easily. Now that said, if she doesn't dig through her deck too much more, Fatigue might be too long a way off and she could just beat me the old-fashioned way. I'm just hoping that this being a combo deck, she's not going to have too many means for beating me the old-fashioned way. Alright, so here it is. This time, will she have her Conceal to protect this? If so, she could maybe win with enough Cold Bloods the following turn, as long as I don't get a taunt. Now, I do have, I think, Ascension left in the deck as my last remaining taunter. That might be a good thing to replace Battle Rage with. A taunting creature. I don't really want to put Defender of Argus in, but maybe Fen Creeper or Sunwalker even? For some more defense. The issue is aggro is not really my weakness. My weakness tends to be control. Alright, so she now needs Conceal to stop me from killing her Auctioneer, and she has it. Okay, so she's going for the combo finish. You know what I really want is my shield block, and I do have two of them in here. Pyromancer. Alright, so Pyromancer's an interesting situation. With the Pyromancer, what I could do is I could shield slam my own guy to trigger the Pyromancer, and then execute my other creature to trigger the Pyromancer again. That would actually allow me to kill the Cold Eye Oracle. I have a feeling, however, this is really not worth doing. I'm at 38 health. We're just gonna risk it. We're gonna risk, because with this I'm at 32, with this I'm at 29. She could kill me, I think. I believe a rogue is capable of dealing that much damage. Unfortunately, I didn't draw. It's very unfortunate that I did not draw into Ascension, or a shield block, or better spells to trigger the Pyromancer with. But we just have to go for it here, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, she's got 6, 9, I'm at 29. Yeah, she can kill me. A rogue can kill me. With obviously starting the turn with 8 cards and an Auctioneer, she should be able to draw the rest of her deck and play everything out. So there's the Blade Flurry to kill most of my team. And deal 3 damage. And now should come the Cold Bloods. No, interesting. Well, I don't know what the point of that is. She should have drawn cards off the Auctioneer first before deciding whether or not. So you run the Cold Eye Oracle. And this rogue did make a horrible misplay earlier, not killing one of my creatures. Although maybe it wasn't a misplay. Maybe I don't understand the rogue deck well enough. So here comes the Cold Blood. Now the problem is she can actually hit me with this and then play Conceal. And she has enough health that the Fatigue won't kill her. So she can play 2 Cold Bloods and then it can Conceal and basically kill me with this 2 times, like over 2 turns. So she has 8, assuming she has Leroy, that's 14. Shadow Step puts up to 20. It leaves me with 5 health, so there's the other Cold Blood. She's of course afraid of fatiguing, but I wasn't able to deal enough damage to her, unfortunately. So there's 12 damage. 1 card left in her deck. I can get her down to 15, but that's still too far for Fatigue to kill. She can just Conceal this now. And hit me for 12 damage again next turn and then do the combo. No, she doesn't have the Conceal. Well, that is remarkable. Alright, so we have to go for it here. This is not the most elegant way of killing a Gadgetzan Auctioneer, but it is the way that I have to do it. I have to shield slam this thing and then execute it. I can't afford, I don't believe, to hit it with my Fiery War Axe. I think then I would certainly die to the Leroy combo that I just have to assume she has. So that was very clever. She hit me for a bunch of damage, made me kill the Auctioneer. Now when she plays spells, she no longer draws cards, so she's no longer getting Fatigue. Now she can just do Leroy, Shadow Step, Leroy for 12 damage. And if she can just find a way to deal another 12, she wins. Is that possible? I think so. Leroy, Shadow Step, Leroy. She's used both Cold Bloods. Maybe it's a little tricky? I don't know. We'll see. Deadly Poison and Blade Flurry is a pretty good start. So that's 10 damage. Now, she can only play Leroy once, so it looks like she's actually not going to play Leroy at all. She's going to sap my creature. Fair enough. And then just start hitting me. Right, so I have to assume that she's not played any Shadow Steps. I have to assume that in here, unless this is like an offhanded version of the deck, there is a Leroy and 2 Shadow Steps, plus another Blade Flurry. And she's hitting me for 5 damage there. So the question is, do I need to slam my Frothing Berserker? Well, this is 5. Takes me down to, after I armor up, 16. Leroy, Shadow Step, Leroy, Shadow Step, Blade Flurry will kill me. But can I save myself? Well, the slam's not hitting any other targets, is it? Well, it could actually hit Grommash Hullscream, but I've got... Oh no, I don't have... I've already used Whirlwind here, haven't I? Have I used Whirlwind? No, I haven't. I do have another Whirlwind in here, so I could combo that. I have another cool Taskmaster. But I'm not going to draw them both. So the question is, do I need to save this on the off chance I get my Grommash Hullscream, which are pretty low odds. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just slam this to draw a card, because I'm not going to ever, obviously, you know, have any of her creatures to hit. And I just have to hope the 21 health is going to be enough. Okay. So there's the fatigue. She's got, again, Leroy Shadow Step, 2 Shadow Steps, and a Blade Flurry. That's 10 damage plus 18. Yeah, it's 28. So she does have the kill here, assuming she has those cards, which a standard version of this deck would have. So let's see. I'm not going to concede yet, because I don't know for a fact. She's definitely got 2 of them. Actually, she doesn't even need the Blade Flurry, does she? She just needs 1 more Shadow Step, and that will do the job. And it looks like by the speed with which she is taking out her stuff that I am, in fact, going to die when my rogue opponent is out of cards. The Leroy Shadow Step, Leroy combo. Well, pretty annoying games here. Lost a pretty dumb game. Not a dumb game. It was a good game. Good game to a Priest. But here, if I had gotten, you know, my other Sen'jin, or had more taunt in the deck, I would have saved myself at least 6 damage, maybe more, because the Sen'jin actually kills the Leroy, stopping any Shadow Step shenanigans. Well, it would die to the... But so she would have had to use the Assassin's Blade to kill my Sen'jin, and the 18 damage from the Leroy wouldn't have been enough. And I might have won the game. Well, that was a bit of a frustrating session, but still a good session nonetheless. I hope you found it educational. If you did enjoy this video, do please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more ranked and arena play. Take care, folks.